If you're wondering how to use the Medela Pump In Style, then stick around, as in this video, I'm going to walk you through all the different components that make up the Medela Pump In Style, how to assemble them, the different settings, as well as how to use your Medela Pump In Style. So let's get started and take a look at all the different components. So firstly, you have your pump motor. Now this is what creates and drives your suction. It also has your control panel on the top for operating your pump. Next, you have your tubing. Now this connects to your pump as well as your collection containers. And then you have your collection container. Now I'll break this down into the different components, but that is what your assembled collection container looks like. So we have our flange. Now, as you can see, this attaches to the top. This is the part that your nipple goes in here and sits across your breast. You have your bottle. Now this is for collecting your breast milk. It also comes with a screw-on lid and a bottle stand. Next, you have your connector. Now within the connector, you have a lid as well as a membrane. Now this membrane is really important for ensuring that the milk stays in a closed system and doesn't come in contact with your tubing or your pump motor, causing a hygiene issue. Next, you have, excuse me for a second, your power adapter as well as your battery charging pack. Now this battery charging pack takes 8 AA batteries, but I'll go through that in a minute. So how does this all go together? First, let's put back together your collection container. So you are going to want to take, imagine this is disassembled, you're going to want to take your membrane and attach it to the connector. Now you can see on here that it has a spot up the top that aligns here and a little tab that places at the bottom and underneath. So we're going to want to align that and then push down, making sure we have a nice firm seal. Once that is all aligned in place, you are going to want to push down your connector lid until it connects into place. So you can pull on it and it won't come apart. Next, we are going to want to attach the connector to our bottle. Now it's a simple screw on. You just need to line it up and then screw it on. And then we're going to attach our correct size flange. Simply pushes on. Once you have your 2 completed collection containers, you are then going to need to connect your tubing. So just put them aside. Your tubing, you can see that you have a 2-part and a single. The 2 parts are what connect into the back of your bottle. You simply push them in, one into each collection container. Now, if you are wanting to single pump, you can remove one and place it into the center here, and that will then change your pump into a single pump only. The other end of the tubing connects with your pump motor and simply pushes in. So we are nearly ready to get started with our pumping. However, before we get started, the thing with the Pump In Style is that it needs to be plugged into a power source at all times. So ideally, this is the plug-in wall. Otherwise, you do have your battery power pack. Like I mentioned earlier, it takes sorry, I'm dropping everything today. It takes 8 AA batteries. Now, these can be rechargeable batteries, but the unit itself is not a rechargeable battery pack, so you will need to remove those batteries, recharge them or replace them prior to your next use. This will last up to around 2 hours. So it is handy if you are wanting to be a little bit more mobile. Otherwise, I suggest using your power adapter. That simply gets plugged in to the side here. And let me turn that on. And then your pump is ready to go. So when we are using our pump, you are going to want to attach your flange to your breast. Imagine my hand is your breast. You're going to want to align your nipple centrally. So you place that on your nipple and your breast, and then you can attach it with a pumping bra to be hands free. In terms of flange size, now having the correct flange size is really important. If the diameter of the flange is too large or too small, it's going to be a very uncomfortable pumping session and potentially cause yourself some damage. So if you are needing a smaller flange size, the pack does come with a 21 millimeter. If you need smaller than that, you can use what we call a flange insert, and that just sits on the inside of the tunnel, and that reduces the tunnel size down to the required size. If you need a larger size, a 28 millimeter, for example, flange, you are going to need to replace the flange for the larger one. You can't scale up with a flange insert, only reduce the tunnel size. So once you have the correct size and you've attached your pumps to your breast, we are ready to get started with our pumping. So the Pump In Style is very easy to use. There is no LED screen, but what I love about this, it does have an automatic feature. So after the first minute on your stimulation mode, it will automatically switch to the expression mode for you. So to go through the settings, you have 2 modes. You have your stimulation, which is your short, sharp suctions. Now these are to initiate your letdown. And then it goes into the expression mode, which are your longer drawn out suctions. So this is your 2-phase pumping modes, and it mimics your baby's natural sucking pattern. So to start, we are going to turn our pump on, and you can hear those short, sharp suctions. If you are wanting to switch your mode manually, you can simply press down on the mode button and you can hear those suctions have changed. Now, next we have our suction strength. So there are 10 different suction levels on your Medela Pump In Style. I highly recommend you press the minus till you get to 1. There is no LED screen on this, so you can't actually see what setting you are on. So if you start at 1 and then you can count up to whatever level that you need. So if I want to go to 4, I know I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can go all the way up, or alternatively, you start on the highest suction and then you scroll down. Okay, now I'm on 9, 8, 7, etc. To turn your pump off, you simply press the power button. So it is very easy to use. Once you have finished your pumping session, so as I mentioned, it has the stimulation on for a minute before it auto swaps. I like to have it on for a minute, potentially 2 if you have not felt your letdown come in yet. And then run your pumping session for around 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your needs. After your pumping session, you are going to need to remove your flange. Do not just rip this off because that will pull your nipple with it and be quite painful. Ideally, you want to loosen the seal and then gently pull this off. I also recommend that you lean slightly forward so you are not having any potential spillage. Once your pump is off, the next step is to store your breast milk. Now, the thing I love about pumping straight into the bottle is that you can either put your nipple straight on and use it straight away, or it does come with the storage lid, so you can simply seal this up and store it accordingly. Once you have that, you need to then remove any tubing and your pump motor. Now, your tubing does not need to be cleaned unless you have moisture that comes in, which that should not happen. And then your pump motor only needs a wipe down as required. However, you will need to regularly clean your parts that come in contact with breast milk. So these should be washed between every use and sterilized at least once a day. To clean these, you simply pull your pump apart, and you can wash these in warm soapy water, or I love that these are also top rack dishwasher safe, which makes it very handy. And then to sterilize these, you can boil for 5 to 10 minutes or use a microwave sterilizer. So it is very simple to use. Hopefully this has helped, but if you do have any questions, then please ask and I am happy to answer them for you. Cheers.